Hello and welcome. So, I'm going to take a look at the Times Cryptic crossword, and this is the one that was published on Monday the 27th of January 2025. We don't get any setter information, so there's probably not a lot more to say, but it's just the big old 15 by 15. So, I'm going to reset the timer and I'm going to crack on. Disgusted about angry speech, finally bought sheathed weapon. Disgusted about angry speech is a rant. Collection of letters from such a keen swimmer. Um, collection of letters from such a keen. Hake, there we are. Hidden word. Well, not very hidden, I guess. Means to follow bombed thoroughfare. Ugh. Means could be averages. Means to follow ways. Bombed thoroughfare. Don't understand what bombed means. I mean, it sounds like an anagram indicator. Follow. Gain fame at last. Gain fame at last. Plugging a food flavouring. Gain. Win. Okay. Just trying to think of something cracked into my head then. There's a potential food flavouring, but it's gone. Saffron, I was thinking of, but that ain't going to happen. Marsupial with crooked legs. Caught bird. Okay, well that seems like legs would be an anagram. Marsupial is a roo. It's called bird. I mean, is that just an anagram of legs? C bird. Marsupials, kangaroos, wallabies, koala bears. I don't know anymore. There are a couple of duck-billed platypus. Don't think that catches. Okay, let's go on. Discredit military engineers only. Discredit. Okay, is that just engineers? Could be an anagram thingy. Only, just. Discredit military engineers. I feel like that's military engineers at RE normally. Broad engineers. Something weird going on there. Excuse me. Fundamental reason for full stop. Full stop. I want to say basic. Fundamental reason, basic, elemental, full stops, period. Film medic with wee tot in upper class area. Medic would be a doctor. Film. Through a. It could be a known film. It could be the name of something like a mist or a paint or something. It could be a film over something. Fragmentary report of dinner organised by UN. Excuse me. Fragmentary report. I mean, report suggests sound like of dinner organised by UN. Whoa. Fragmentary. Long period of time before November. Long is to yearn. So yeah, year N. There we go. Coarse person turning dried grass over and over. I mean, I assume that's a coarse person isn't. Dried grass would be something like hay. Yahoo, I think. Yahoo. Excuse me. Well, I don't see whether it's turning hay, yeah, and then over. Okay. Royals use this material to trouble fool surrounded by silence. Royals use this, I would think that is. Material to trouble fool surrounded by silence. So that could be sh, around. Could be a sash, ash, s. Twit, twine, knit. I think I'm going to sneeze, excuse me. Gosh, that was a bit forceful. I'm just going to, excuse me again. Right, boring part in exam, going over repetitive. Oh, I'm going to sneeze again. And there will probably be a third in a minute. Boring part in exam, going over repetitive course. Exam is a test or an oral going over repetitive course. boring part is here it comes. Right, hopefully 3 is the limit, normally is. A sign in EU country, mostly welcoming immigrants primarily. Okay, so, well, EU country mostly, so that's going to be something like 1.5 down after a 3, 6, 7, take out with an I in there. So it's going to be an I for immigrants. I'm looking at a 7-letter EU country, which, don't know what that'll be. Mostly, and then take off the last letter. Iceland. Iceland. Can it be a land? Finland. Is that 7? No, that's not 7, is it? Iceland. Yeah, Finland is. Sweden. Denmark. Sign. US lawyer gives thanks to data. DA tar. Makes censorious remarks in main broadcast commercial. Okay, so the main is normally something to do with the C. Makes censorious remarks. Broadcast commercial advertisement. I mean, does that fit advertise? No, doesn't say. Okay, there's the crosses, and I've got 4, which is pretty good by my standards. Respectful way. I'm just going to move the mic. Excuse me. Respectful way to address male relative keeping a hotel. So, Sahon. I'm assuming that's an AH. Keeping a hotel, AH. Respectful way. Son, dad. Respectful. Was it just an H? Uncle. Nephew. Father. Could be father. Is it a respectful way to address a male, and then relative keeping? I wonder if that's it. Which could be like an aunt. I don't think haunt is the correct way. Keeping a nan, gran, sis. Sahi's. Is that respectful? Is that a word? Have I made that up? Sis? I'm going to leave that. I'm just wondering if Sahi's is maybe some kind of Indian, kind of seems like when the colonials were around, Sahib and things. Sahis, I'm not sure about that. Material in publication unknown in East. Material in publication unknown in East. When you'd think that's yine at the end. Magazine. Can't be magazine though, because that's 1 letter short. And we're not looking for a publication, but in East, could it be a zine or a yine or an exine? Let's put that there anyway, as a placeholder, where a dentist may look dispirited down in the mouth, surely. Oh, down in the mouth. Okay, that's an oldie goldie. Sort of gland your old French king ultimately had. French king, your old is ye. Sort of gland, ye. French king is Louis. French, your old French king ultimately had. So that's just had is D. French king would be just a bunch of Louis, weren't they really? Ye. Sort of gland. No, actually it's not your, is it? It's thy. Thyroid, I'd say that is. Thyroid. Excuse me. Confused church article relating to the ear. Oh gosh, the ear is otic. Church. Confused church article. So church. It's just CEA or confused relating to the ear. Audible. Okay, let's keep going from there. Great head of Repton, but initially bitter. Great head of Repton, but initially bitter. I'm glad I've got that hake there because that's definite. So that's just great head of Repton, but initially bitter. So I don't know who Repton was, but I'm guessing if I knew what that was. Bitter could be an ale, I suppose. Initially B, but initially B. Head of Repton. Could be hard, that one. Problem with vision. Excuse me. Problem with vision is I think. England's first. Coach conceals very well. I strain. Yes, train. Okay, yes, train. Good stuff. One who'll go for perhaps. One who'll go far. Perhaps rebuked about line supposedly supporting rash study misguidedly. Gosh. Oh, that looks like an anagram of rash study, rash. It's T-U-D-Y. So it's probably just an anagram of rash study up there. Perhaps rebuked. What's that going to be? And what comes after the Y would be the most interesting question there. Could be an R, could be an A, I suppose. Could be anything really. Okay. But not your present setter's formative years. But not your present setter's formative years. Babyhood or something. I would think that's something hood. Can't be babyhood though, can it? Present as a gift is... Actually, that's my. Setters is my. Can't see where hood would come from though in that clue. Present. Okay, let's go over here. Dissect a cat in an island quarter. I mean, that could just be an anagram of a cat in a. Could it? A cat in a, and then an I on the end, which would be amazing because there's quite a lot of vowels in that. Quarter would be. Not sure. Greek characters record on pit administration ultimately. TN. Administration N. Mine. Record Greek characters. Okay, well, is it a Greek character like pi, which is normally what that means? Pi, record is a log, pill log. But then, what's the clue trying to get to? Administration, ultimately, I'd assume. Pit administration. On pit. Record there could be something like EP. But then pit would have to be old claim involving one's secularity. Odd claim, sorry. So odd claim could just be CAM, cam, involving one's. So just an anagram, isn't it? Cam one's. Could it be cam soon? Secularity is not a word, I know. It's something to do with not being religious, isn't it? Camo. Can't see what that would be if it is cam. I'm not sure on that really. Clothing worn by sisters in hospital to some extent. H something T. Habit, I suppose. Yes. Hospital, a bit. Very good. Slave's extremely horrible fate. Extremely HE. Fate is lot. Helot, I think that might be a slave. I'm not entirely sure about that. Let's have a look at this one here. Boring part in going over orbital. Repetitive course is orbital, isn't it? Why that is? Okay, an oral exam. And a boring part is a bit. Very good. Okay, so that kind of suggests hood is going to come out there. I say that, I mean, I don't know. Okay, well, looking a bit better than it has been. Let's look at this one first. Means to follow. Well, means is a way. Follow bombed. Bombed. Thoroughfare is a highway. Okay. This one, marsupial with crooked legs. Caught bird. So maybe I'm looking at putting some of the letters at the end. Although what it would be, caught bird and a bird in the middle. This one. Fundamental reason for full stop is probably a point, isn't it? Which makes that not your present, but not your present formative years. I mean, if it's an M there, even if it isn't an M, it's still kind of hard work. Should be able to work that out. What's this? Fragmentary report of dinner organised by UN. Fragmentary report of dinner. I mean, dinner organised could be an anagram by UN, which would be in no, it's two E's, can't be. I was confused. Well, I say that. I've actually got no point. I'm not sure that is point actually. Material in publication, mag, unknown, mag. I don't want to put margarine, but that doesn't fit. Mag. Let's have a look at this one here. Disgusted about angry speech. Finally brought sheathed weapon. Finally bought sheathed weapon. It's not a scimitar. I'm fairly happy with down in the mouth and thyroid definitely. Material in publication unknown in East. Material. Let's take that out. I don't know, this isn't necessarily what it is, really. Well, the H there, so address a male relative. Address male, keeping a hotel, so that's AA. Oh, AH there. Is it Ma? Maybe it could be Mum, actually, I suppose. That's the other possibility. Is that an M? What would that leave me? Mum. Maham. Ooh. Mam. Mum. Maham. Yeah, that's more likely. So we got marsupial with crooked legs. Already forgotten the marsupials are listed. Kangaroos. Wombats. Koalas. Wallabies. Disgusted about angry speech. I really want to get rant in there, but rant does not fit in there. About angry speech. Disgusted. Finally brought sheath weapon. This one, gain fame at last, plugging a food flavouring. Gain fame at last. Not a lot going on there. That one, discredit military engineers only. Only is mere or just. Don't think they work. What's happening here? Film. Okay. Medic is probably draw that. DR. Medic with we tot is a dram, isn't it? Dram. Docudrama. I think that is. Is that docudrama? And why is it docudrama? Film could be a docudrama. Dram. OCU. Medic. Upper class is U. Area. Okay, yeah. A doc. Duh. Doc. Okay, that's pretty simple, isn't it? Doc. Oh gosh, this does look like it wants to be an anagram. Dissect a cat at this one. Royals use this material to trouble fool, surrounded by silence. Well, so there's the possible bit of shush. Knit, snith, knit, wit, swith. Use this. Royals use this. Hemp, hemps, something. This one now got an L. Sign in European country. Gosh. Is there any obvious European country that has a second last L? Portugal. Italy, probably. Is it just initially? Could it be that? Ital. I like that. I like initial. How do I spell that? Initial. In Italy. I think that's it, isn't it? A sign. You sign, you initial something. So in, and then Italy, mostly, with an I. Initial. So this isn't an anagram ones, but actually secularity is probably an ism, isn't it? Ones. Claim. Odd claim. Okay. What's that? Just need to put CLA in there, don't I? Yep. CLAI. Let's have a look at that. Last C. Elsism? Can't be sism, can it? Alicism? I don't know. Also, I don't know. I mean, that looks like it should be a... Secularity. Yeah, I think that M makes me think it's an anagram of claim. Odd being the anagram indicator. What's this again? Oh gosh, make censorious remarks in main broadcast commercial. So that can't be an anagram of... Could be an anagram of main, I suppose. And anim advert. Anim. Don't know. This one. Greek characters. Reckon pit. Administration ultimately. Okay, not sure where that's going. But not your present. But not your... I think that's point, isn't it? Fundamental reason is the point. Something, and a full stop is a point. I think that's a hood really at the end, but I don't... Well, maybe not. Because I can't see where I get a hood from. But not your present setter. I still feel that like my formative years. This was the UN one, wasn't it? Yep. Not sure about that one at all. Nan? Nan? I don't know what else they can make. Dad? Disgusted is... What's disgusted? Well, let's go away from there for a second and just have a look at this one here. So we've got rash study is, what have we got? Rash, sure. Study, dist, shari dist. We've got one who'll go far. It's almost like an astronaut or something, isn't it? Rebuked, perhaps rebuked about line. Supporting, so that probably means that's probably an L there. Dust. Let's no, can't be dust connected as a Y. Drill. There's no L. Okay. Go through these possibilities. R-A, S could be. H. And then study S-T. U. D. I've got the D and the Y already. Gain fame at last. Plugging A. And then food flavouring is... I don't know. This one? I've got to see now, haven't I? Church article. Okay, maybe that's otic. Oh, otic. I said otic for relating to the ear. Maybe that's just the end of the clue. Theotic would be... church. Confused. Church article. Is that theotic? Confused church article. Article would be the... Relating to the ear would be otic. Confused church. Theotic. Maybe that's the answer. I'm going to go with it. Backsheet weapon. Cool. Let's look at this one here again. Gain fame at last. Gain fame at last. There's an E. Plugging. Gain. In. Plugging a food flavouring. Umami. No feel for that one then. Okay. Cool. Marsupial. With crooked legs. Caught. Bird. I don't know what that can be, really. Material in publication, unknown east. I don't know if that's correct, actually, that INE. Material. Publication is a magazine. Unknown. I just feel like that's a mag, really. Disgusted. About angry speech. Finally bought. BT. I think I've probably reached my limits here. Fragmentary report is... Fragmentary, I think. Report of dinner would be... So let's assume report is looking for a sound like of dinner. Tea. Organised by UN. Tea. If that were tea. I'm sure it is, but... petty. Potty. Potty. "40 years of potty training, aren't they, really? But potty. If that's tea, I suppose. I'm kind of going off one, really, aren't I? Pot, but not your present. 40 years old hood, potty hood. I've got no idea why that would be, if that's the case. It seems a bit likely, really. Fragmentary tea. Greek character. I always think pi, there's lots of there's mu and nu. Ultimately, that one. Lacism. Hard without a second, without knowing the word. I think I'm going to give up on this one, really. Because I don't seem to be getting anywhere. Dissect a cat. I mean, I've got lots of the letter AAI. I don't know if that is an anagram of a cat in an island. Quarter is to... Can't see that. Discredit military engineers only. Military engineers would be I thought. Only. Discredit, get renege, Got an R in there? I have. What it wants to be. One who go far. One who go far. Supported. Perhaps rebuked is a flyer. Is it flyer? Fear. I don't think so. A flyer would be FLY, wouldn't it? Well, it could be a flyer like that, I suppose. Always use this material to trouble fool. Could just be an anagram of fool, couldn't it, I suppose? Surrounded by silence. Trouble is ill. Ale, ill. Fool. So fool, soft. You have to have that OOL, or LH, or OH, wouldn't you? That's going to work on the... And actually, if in trouble is... I'm just guessing at that F, really. I'm going to go potty-head on that, but I don't think it is. But not your... So its formative years would be potty-head, maybe, if that's such a phrase. Formative years being on the potty. But not your present. I've got no idea how you get to that. But not your present. It's not an anagram, I think. Make censorious comment remarks in main broadcast commercial. that's actually make censorious, which is to, I don't know, but that would be C. On pit administration. That's definitely all with that, wasn't it? Going repetitive, yep. Fundamental, fragmentary, tear. Gosh, kookaburra is not. Is that a marsupial? I think it's just a birdie. With crooked legs. Court bird. Doesn't really look like I can get anything there. Disgusted about angry speech. Finally brought sheathed weapon. Sword. That's sword. Swordatitis. Let me see what would be there. Elg. Publication out. Publication is aired. Oh, that's Sahib. Yeah, a sibling. That makes sense, doesn't it? Bandicoot. Crash Bandicoot. There we go. Which organ? Publication is an organ. Organzyme, I think it's a phrase. Yep. What is sword then? Sword. Finally brought. Sheathed weapon. Disgusted. Angry speech is words. Sword. Finally brought. T. Words T, yep. And disgusted is or is it sick? Sword stick, which makes that. Okay, my church is a church article. Chaotic, there we are. Dunno. Okay, get that. Right, that's all good. I don't know about this. Don't know about this bit here. Got a bit better, hasn't it? Gain fame. Acclaim. Crew. Plugging a food. Not really getting it that way. Sword stick. Never heard of a sword stick, but got there eventually. Gosh. Seam. I don't know what we're in there. Seam. Probably wrong. Let's go back here. Fragmentary report of dinner organised by UN. Fragmentary. Report is a. Well, what do you do? I don't. Dinner feels like it should be tea, but great. Head of repton, but initially bitter. I mean, okay, if that was B, could that be rebut? Discredit, rebut. Only, but, yeah, I suppose so. Head of repton, but initially fat. There's an R in there somewhere. Great head of repton. Don't know what's going on there. At least that works. Even though I've got no idea what that word going there is. Crash. Thursday's child, I suppose. Chide. Is that right? Thursday's child. So we've got two S's in that anagram. Rash study, yeah. Thursday's child. Okay. Wow. Gain fame is to gain fame at last. Plugging a food flavouring. Well, more likely to go acerbic here. Acerb, ace is great. Heteroton, acerb, bitter. B for but initially. Oh gosh, well, okay. I think maybe AC, AT, athlete. Gain fame, athlete. I don't think so. Achieve, I suppose. Chive. Yeah, achieve. Okay, we'll go with that. Okay, so this has gone a bit happier now. I'm down to these last however many. Not sure I'm going to get them, but I've got another thing there. What's this mid in main broadcast? Commercial adverts. Could be advert. Inadvert. Make sensorial. Remarks in main broadcast. Commercial. Ad. It's just an ad. This one. Royals use this. Clot. So there's cloth. Material to trouble. Ales cloth. Anyway, something clot. Okay. So dissect. Dissect is to. Golly. I think that's a shun, really. Which make that. Make censorious. Main broadcast, commercial. If that was a shun, what have I got? Allocation, dissect. A cat in an island quarter. What's quarter? IV. Accommodation. Not sure about that. Could be shul, I suppose. Oh, shul. A tom. That must be anatomical, isn't it? I think. Dominic. No, anatomize. I think. Anatomize, which is. We've got there. So I've got that. There's a cat is a tom. An island is. Quarter. Anatomist. Island. Quarter. I think that's anatomize. Dissect something, you anatomize it. But I don't understand what quarter is doing. But we've definitely got a tom in an for island, and then quarter. Oh yeah, southeast quarter. Okay, fair enough. Okay, what's this? Yeah. if that was ale, that can be an L for that anagram I've not done, which is claim. Definitely got to be an I there. Ialchism. It can't be aclyism, can it? That's one thing it can't be. Siletism. Let's put that. I'm not sure about it, but what's this? Fragmentary is T. Organised by UN. Organised by is ran, run, running, runin. To trouble. Ill. Could be ill's cloth. Trouble. I don't know what they use though. Not much I do know. Characters record. Okay, that can't be EP. Oh, hang on. Characters record could be a log. Beta log, eta log, zeta log. Characters record on pit administration doesn't really. Okay, let's have a think about this. If this can be a G. Make censorious remarks. Accommodate. In advert. That could be advert, can't it? That could be advert. I don't really want it to be advert, but main brass. Could it just be? So I've got anim advert. Anim advert? Inam advert, I don't know. Greek characters record on pit. Administrator ultimate is Nen. So is it just the name of a Greek character? Pit is. I'm just going to put advert. I mean, follow the wordplay. I don't think it is, but main troubled. Yeah, it could be. Make censorious remark. Inam advert. Or is it anim advert? Inamin. I don't know. If you don't know the words, you don't know it, do you? I think you would anim something, animate. Would be to do something, wouldn't it? As opposed to inam, which is just don't know really, but that's how I'm going to break it down. So, what's going on here? Greek characters record on Lorelei. Could I rethink that entirely? Would that be Lorelei? And who was Lorelei, if so? Record is law. Pit. Administration. Doesn't really work ultimately. What would that be if that wasn't? Royals? Use this. Oh, maybe it's just an anagram. Use. No, it can't be because I've got the sh for silence. And rules use this is the rules use. Rules use this material. I've got no idea what material they use. Roy Scoth. That's right either, do I? Organised by you. Fragmentary. I think Lorelei was a Greek character. A log could be. On a pit though. administration ultimately. Ultimately, we should surely say Laura Lynn. It's an in, maybe it is an in then. Maybe it's not Laura Lee, but and him. Let's go back to that then. Which makes that law record law Laura on Pitt. NTN Pitt administration ultimately. The trouble is to rouge cloth, rips cloth, trouble, rip, ruin, asceticism, I would have said is. Boy, that would be odd claim. I don't think it is. But let's go with that for now. Asceticism. This. I don't really know what the UN is in this case. Organised by UN. I don't think it's an anagram of by UN, although it could be. T. I think dinner is T. T. Totaler. Well, that is ill, but I don't know. In which case that has to be. I don't know, what does I say? Scyllaism? Doesn't really make any sense. On Pitt. Administration ultimately is an N. I think administration N there. Pitt is. Not sure. And then what's that? Mu. So we've got alpha, beta, gamma, delta, epsilon, zeta, eta, theta, iota, kappa, lambda, mu, nu, xi, omicron, pi, phi, chi, psi, rho, sigma, tau, epsilon, omega, I think. So it's going to be mu, nu, xi, or pi, really. Which means that isn't going to be very happy if that's the case. Ma, mu. But I'm trying to get to a Greek character anyway, aren't I? So, record is a epsilon. Now, that's blooming easy. After all that, EP, silo. Okay, so what's this? Sackcloth, trouble. Into trouble is to sty. Going to my theory that is an anagram of climb. Sackcloth. To trouble, sack. Ransack. Okay, I'm going to go with that. That's going to be an L. Lysaism. Try an L there. Fragmentary. Gosh. Organised by UN. Epsilon. I can't believe I epsilon was in the end. T. is it an I? I don't think that's going to be an I. That just looks like a non-word, really. Could be an A, but again, same problem, really. So I think that's lie. Lie. No idea what this is. UN. T. I doubt potted is correct, really, but I'm going up to the hour and 55 minutes, so. Let me have a look. T. Okay, so I think organzyme is right, although I don't know what it is. It's a material. That's correct. That's correct. That I'm not sure about. That I'm not sure about. So I've probably got 3 I's there, 3 E's. Fragmentary is terrestrial, trim. Oh, dinner. I think that's T's. Unlikely. Theta. I think it's most likely that potted is completely wrong, really, because I just cannot pass that in the slightest, other than it might mean formative years, but but even then, I've still got a lot of vowels left here, even if I take out these bits. Fragmentary would be piecemeal. Okay. Lassism, it can't be lassism, can it? So what's this? Poppyhood. Puppy. What's going on there? Puppyhood? But not your present setter. Oh, setter's a puppy, isn't it? Dog is a setter, so it's a puppy. So it's definitely a puppy something. Puppy old? Puppy... Gonna get puppyhood. Heck. What the heck? Not quite. Let's have a look and see what I did wrong. Okay, so it's just that little bit there. That's not bad, is it? Have a look at that again. So I did liquor. Okay. Rules use this material to trouble fall, surrounded by silence. So S. Alescloth. Sailcloth. Okay, so then I've got the C and the A to sort out. Lacism, I suppose. Sailcloth. Okay. Sail. And that must be lacism. There you go, 5926 with just a small correction put into it. Well, that was tough, really. Let's go through what I can work out. So, gosh, disgusted is sick, and that's going about. Angry speech, which is words, And finally, bought is take the T of bought. The final letter of bought is T to give you a sword stick, which is a sheathed weapon. Collection of letters is literally saying just take a hidden word from such a keen. So hake, and a hake is a swimmer type of fish. Means to follow, so put way after bombed. So if you're high, you're bombed. Thoroughfare is a highway. Gain fame is to achieve. Gain is to achieve. Gain is to achieve. Fame at last says take an E, the E of fame, so the last letter of that, put it into a food flavouring, so a chive. Marsupial is a bandicoot. Okay, crooked legs is bandy. Court is saying it's a sound like a bandy, and a bird is a coot, I suppose. Okay. Discredit is to rebut. Military engineers are the RE, Royal Engineers, and only, just kind of use it in speech there. Fundamental reason is the point, and a full stop could be a point. We've got a film is docudrama. Medic is a doc. With a wee tot, so a wee tot is a dram in upper class area, so U for upper class and A for area. Fragmentary is piecemeal. Fragmentary. Okay, I don't quite follow that. So fragmentary report of dinner organised by. Oh yeah. Okay, I don't know. Yeah, so fragmentary is piecemeal. Report is telling us there's a sound like of a dinner organised by the UN. Well, the UN organises peace, which would be PEACE. So that would be a piecemeal. Very good. Long period of time. Long is to yearn. Period of time is a year before N for November. A coarse person is a yahoo. Turning over dry grass. So grass, your hay backwards gives you the yah, and over is O and O. Royals use this sailcloth. I don't know what sailcloth is at all. I don't know if we're referring to royals as a type of boat or what. Anyway, so sailcloth is obviously a material. To trouble a fool is ale clot, and surrounded by silence is the S and the H. Shh. Boring part is a bit, so bits in drills, they bore in. An exam is an oral, so going over repetitive course is orbital. Sign, if you sign a document you might initial it. The E in is the start of the clue, in, and then Italy, ITAL, mostly, so take off the Y, welcoming the I of immigrants, primarily saying take the I of immigrants, put it in there. US lawyer is a DA, district attorney, and thanks is TAR, and information is data. This was right. Animadvert makes censorious remarks. Apparently means to animadvert. Main is an anagram of anim. Broadcast taking it as an anagram, and a commercial is an advert. Sahib is a respectful way to address a male. Relative in this case is a sib, as in a sibling, keeping A and then H for hotel, which is part of the NATO phonetic alphabet. Organzyme must be some kind of material. I think I have heard of it somewhere along. Publication is an organ. Unknown is Z, can be X, Y, or Z. In this case it's Z. And then in east. Bit of an old one here. Where a dentist may look dispirited, which is down in the mouth. So yeah, just down in the mouth is a way of saying someone's dispirited looking. And obviously that's where doctors. So if we go back to that, she says where a dentist may look, and then dispirited is the second kind of definition of that. Thyroid is a sort of gland. Your old is thy. French king is Roy, apparently ROI, and ultimately had is the D of had. Confused is chaotic. Church is CH. Article is A, and relating to the ear is otic. Acerb is bitter, so think of acerbic, someone who's bitter. Great is ace. Head of repton is R for repton, and B initially, so B. Problem with vision is eye strain. England's first is an E. Coach is to train, and that's concealing very well, which is yes, so E train with yes concealed in it. Well, one who will go far. Thursday's child will go far. So yeah, Monday's child is fair of face. Tuesday's child is full of grace. Wednesday's child is loving and giving. Thursday's child works hard for a living. No, that's wrong. Whatever it is, anyway. Thursday's child will go far. Perhaps rebuked is, so that's chide, C-H-I-D, I think. Chide, chid. Chide. About line, put an L in there, and that is supporting because it's underneath. An anagram of rash study. Misguidedly be telling you to anagram that to get to Thursdays, sorry. I don't really understand this one, but not your present setter. So puppy, yeah, we're relating to setters in this case is talking about dogs. So so you're, but not your present setter's formative years. So you're, if you're, it would have been your dog's puppyhood. I don't get the hood part, where hood comes from in that really, but maybe it's just a very cryptic clue. To dissect is to anatomise. A cat is a tom, going in an and then I for island. Now, quarter is southeast, SE. Yep. Greek character, well, it's epsilon. Alpha, beta, gamma, delta, epsilon. So what's that fifth letter of the alphabet? A record is an EP, extended player, on a pit, which is a silo, and then the N comes from administration, as indicated by ultimately. Odd. So odd claim is an anagram of claim involving ones. So the ones is IS. We've got claim, LAICM. Going around that. Secularity is laicism. Never heard of that. Habit is clothing worn by sisters. So nuns, sisters, wear habits. And we've got hospital, H. H for hospital, and to some extent is a bit. And finally, slave, helot could be a slave. Extremely horrible is HE, so take the extreme letters of horrible, and fate is your lot. So there we go, all done. Well, all done 59 and 26 with just those 3 or 4 letters there, making it a fail, but that's not too bad. So thanks for watching.